What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and Everton have just beaten the mighty Brentford 1-0 at Goodison Park. A game that literally ebbed and flowed. First half was definitely Everton dominating. Second half was definitely Brentford. Everton should have been 4-0 up at half-time, to be honest. It was a great goal to start with. 35 seconds in, Dwight McNeil, lovely football. We win the ball back in their half, carry the ball forward, lovely ball out to McNeil, slots it home, makes it 1-0, and literally 35 seconds in, we've scored. You know, it's that, are Everton going to score enough goals? Is there going to be enough chances created? And after 35 seconds, we were in the game. We were well in it. And Everton just pushed and pushed and pushed. We were by far the better team. You would have easily got confused on the positions in the league. Everton had a second opportunity. Ball comes over, Michael Keane lances it wide. Anana, ball comes across to him, should be scoring. He's on his sort of side, but he's got a whole goal in front of him, puts it wide. Then the killer moment for me was Everton scored a second, ricochets in the box, hits Demarai Gray, goes in. Now, there is no angle that shows me that the ball hits his arm. It hits his shoulder and it might hit the sleeve, but that's all legal. It certainly hits his chest. But that goal was disallowed. A VAR decision, they disallowed the goal, and that fundamentally probably puts the game to bed, because we've just gone through 40, 50 minutes of a second half, biting our nails, panicking, bouncing all over the place, stressing about it, and actually this game could have been wrapped up at half-time. It was a shocking decision by VAR. I have not seen an angle where it looks offside. It's meant to be clear and obvious. So, again, disgraceful decisions again against Everton, as you'd expect. But Everton managed to beat Brentford with their 11 players, their substitutes, their manager. They managed to beat the referee. They managed to beat VAR yet again. It's like every single time you put everything against Everton, they find a way. They find a way, and today they delivered. They didn't bottle it. They were aggressive when they needed to be. We were stern, and Brentford put everything on us this second half. Everything. Absolutely everything, and we managed it. Yes, there was a couple of clearances off the line, one from Coleman, one from Pickford. I think there was one from McNeil as well, which was a good one. So there was definitely chances for Brentford in that second half, but you expect that. And the problem is, because we were nervous anyway, we was just making it worse. It was just making it worse and worse and worse, and we were just consistently, the ball was coming back to us. We weren't keeping hold of it. But we won. We won, and there were some massive performances today. Ladrissa Gana, who, you know, has looked a bit ropey at times this season. Over the last two games, last week he was all right. The week before that against Arsenal and Villa, he made two mistakes that cost us goals. Today he was imperious, and he was the one that won the last tackle at the end of the game. He was the one that was still working at 95 minutes. Coleman rolled back the years today, really dealt with Nico Henry and Mbeumo really well. Godfrey did a good job at left back as well, yet again. Tarkowski was probably one of his best games in the blue shirt, in my opinion. I thought it was solid. We didn't want to lose today. We had heart, we had fight, we had desire. You know, Decore again, coming into the side, carrying the ball, being aggressive, putting tackles in. Demarai Gray, he's not physically going to win headers. He's not physically going to be able to keep the ball. But what he's been doing is he puts defenders under so much pressure. He creates the odd chance. He was unlucky to get robbed of a goal today, in my opinion. But Everton thoroughly deserved that 3 points. Brentford were the better team in that second half. There's absolutely no doubt about that. But Everton could have been out of sight. Absolutely out of sight. And we've got to just keep going. We've got a really tough fixture next week. We all know it. We need to try and pick up points at these fixtures where we're not expected to. Everton have moved to 15th in the league. From 19th to 15th. Bournemouth have won today. I think Leeds are in trouble. I think when I last checked they were drawing. I think Leicester have lost. So this was a massive, massive game week for us, really. A Brentford side that are unbeaten in 12. And I did my preview and I was scared, I was worried, I was more hopeful than anything. And we delivered. The Blue Boys delivered. And I woke up this morning and I had exactly the same feeling I had when we played Arsenal, which was that urgency, that bounce, that believing we were going to get 3 points against a difficult team. You know, this Brentford side have gone away to Manchester City and won, and Everton turned them over today and could have easily turned them over 4-5-0 at half time. So massive, massive, massive result. Tom Davies come on, put himself about a little bit. He gave the ball away a couple of times, but he won a couple of fouls. He was just trying to be a bit urgent, a bit more legs in midfield. Anano had to come off. He'd worked really hard. Sometimes he goes missing in games, and it's probably a maturity thing. I'm sure it'll come, but yeah, it was just a massive 3 points. It's a massive, massive 3 points. After a disappointing result last week against Forest, a game that Everton yet again could have won. But, you know, Sean Dyche he's got 10 points in, I think it's 6 games. You know, the 3 games we've lost is Villa at home, Arsenal away, and Liverpool away. And you can't... We were well in the Villa game. We were in the Arsenal game for 30 minutes. And, you know, up until a little period in the Liverpool game, we were in it as well. So we're not absolutely getting decimated. The second half at Arsenal was destructive, but we got it out of our system, and we've managed to roll up and just keep going. And it was a massive result today. And look, all the results can change next week. You know, Everton, I think we play Chelsea, and that's a tough fixture. They found a way of starting to win games. Potter might have turned it around a little bit, but we've got to just go there and be solid. And look, for 50 minutes today, we contained the Brentford side that have got attacking quality, that have been unbeaten, and we've kept a clean sheet against them. We've done a good job today. Every single player on that pitch can walk off with their head held high. Sean Dyche can walk off with his head held high. And Everton have picked up, 10 points in 6 games or 7 games or whatever it is. And I'll take that. I absolutely take that. We've just got to keep going. We've got another 11 games now. Look, all the other teams have still got a game in hand on us. So it's not necessarily a true reflection of the league. But what it is Everton are not going to finish this weekend in the bottom 3. And that is just massive, massive, massive. Big shout out to the fans. Again, fair protest. All brilliant as usual. The atmosphere was electric. I unfortunately weren't at the game, but I spoke to John. I've heard. Unbelievable. You know, Spirit of the Blues sounding out all over the stadium. But yeah, that Everton side today... They showed 2 sides. They showed one that can create opportunities and they can score goals. They scored 2 goals today. I know it was only 1, but they did score 2. And they showed they can defend. They showed when their backs are against the wall, they're there. Mikalenko, come on, won a really important header at the end of the game. Yeah, I'm a bit more positive about Everton staying up. Really, really important. And look, we've just got to keep going. We've just got to keep going. We've got to grind out points away from home, and we've got to grind out wins. Our next home game is Spurs. Has to be 3 points again, in my opinion. Try your hardest to get a point at Chelsea, albeit I appreciate it's very difficult. But yeah, if you can get a point at Chelsea and you can get a result against Spurs, this Everton side's staying up. And then in the summer they rebuild. If we can't, again, the other teams around us are all scoring goals, are all picking up points. The only one that hasn't appeared to have necessarily that massive new manager bounce is Leeds, and I do fear for Leeds. Bournemouth result today, fighting for their life, clearly got something about them. I think Forest could be banging trouble. Southampton, I mean, they have results and they don't have results, so I don't know what to expect from Southampton. But Everton have just got to stay in our lane, just get our results, stay organised, score the odd goal when we can. Dwight McNeil today scoring a good goal. He probably gets my man of the match, but there was a few contenders in there today. I thought Corvée was good. I thought Garner was good. I thought Coleman was good. Yeah, lots of positives. Yeah, we just got to move on. Guys, keep smiling. There'll be a video tomorrow as well, just going over everything. And yeah, peace.